Hey, how's it going? I'm Jade Hotep, the goddess astrologer and soul coach. Hopefully this recording will work because the last one cut out in the middle of it. So fun. So we're going to get right into the chart today. It's a powerful day. Venus moved into Pisces. We're recording, share the screen. It's whatever it is. So we have the nodes in Taurus and in Scorpio. We've been talking about it. I'm going to keep talking about it because it's where destiny as humanity wants to grow, and realize that this Taurus isn't easy for us. This Scorpio holds on to things because it's obsessed. It's like jealous. It's possessive, and Taurus holds on because it has attachments. It's like, no, this is really, really good. I have to have it this way. Otherwise I will die. I will not be okay. Life won't be good. So that's why Taurus holds on. So that's why Uranus and Taurus right now is helping us with all of the things that we think we have to have it this only way. And there's only one best when there's like 1,000 best. So Uranus is helping us realize all the bests, all the like ways things can be of this quality that makes us feel so nourished and loved, and all this Venus vibe, this Taurus. And Venus moved into Pisces. So it's like, this love story, like everything is magical and just everything is so amazing. So it helps with all of this Aquarius energy. It helps to even round the edges of it, because Aquarius is a little cold, it's a little detached, it's like just very forward, like let's move forward, let's go. And it's happy, it's friendly. Mars has moved past Saturn 23 degrees and is wanting to go. Remember, Saturn is keeping Mars in the tracks that we've already laid, that we've been working on for 2 years, shedding shadow. We've been working on our soul mission. Maybe you've been on this path for 15 years. Most of us have been doing something connected to our soul mission somehow, but when are you really embedding deeply into your divine feminine soul mission, into really knowing that you are meant to be here? You chose to be here on purpose, to come in to do something powerful. Here's the thing about being awakened. I find a lot of people that are awakened to that are distracted and going and doing peyote ceremonies and going and doing different fun things that are great. It's not, don't include that in life, but it's like, are you getting off of soul mission? Is it just this distraction to escape? Because all this Pisces energy will want to escape the harshness of the malefics in Aquarius, this cold and detached energy about moving forward. Because Saturn and Mars wants to move our mission forward while we have all the planets direct before Pluto comes retrograde on the 29th, and then we have a solar eclipse on the 30th. So they want us to be very purposeful, have very few things we're focused on, and stay focused. But Taurus, like, have the joy and the pleasures and the comforts and the fun. So with this energy that can be very mental, really, with the moon moving in Gemini and with Mercury and Aries about taking action and moving forward, it can be very much this need for comfort foods, like healthy meals that just really make you feel nourished. Novelty and stimulation will be really great. Taking a walk in a new area, reading 5 wines out of 4 books, just to get the channel flowing in a different way, get things open, just really have stimulation in different ways, different weird food, something new, and having the comforts like hot bath and amazing comfortable bed and covers and soft textiles and the big cushy chair, whatever makes you feel good. Clean house, fresh notebooks, pens, things like that, whatever is for you. Identify what that is for you, Aries. Identify what you need, identify your emotions, name them. What are the emotions so you can release them? There's a lot of emotions coming up right now, and there's a ton of photonic light flooding onto the planet. So there's just this probably this feeling like, I just want to escape, or I just need food, or just something about this feeling. And it's all okay. We're getting upgraded, and it's so important to ground. Literally put your feet in the grass, get outside, get fresh air, take walks, nourish, self-nurture, and really get out of this Scorpio like being in the psychology of everything, being obsessed with why things are or what's happening here. And we all have it somewhere in our plate, in our life. I know where it's at in my life, where my brain is obsessive, and I am just pulling my brain off that cliff all day long and using amazing my mindset tools and using my amazing spiritual gig bag, all my tools in there to say, nope, we're not doing this. And you'll catch your mind just doing whatever it's doing and pull it back in and ground into your heart, pull that mental energy down into all of this beautiful Pisces to create for your spiritual mission. This is a really powerful day, this Capricorn, Pluto and Capricorn at the last degrees. It's breaking down the structures of the financial institutions, all the things in society and in our own lives that are not serving growth anymore. Pluto gets a bad rap, but it's only because we're attached and we're obsessed with things, and we think it can only be these certain ways. With this Chiron and Aries, this ego saying that we have the vision of the way it's supposed to look. And so we almost don't even recognize anything else if it doesn't look that way. We don't recognize magic sometimes. So often we're just blind to our own good fortune, our own needs being met and nourished in beautiful, really magical spiritual ways, to our own adventure in this journey, to like just living the dream right now and living in it. The dream is right now. It is not in the future. It is not when you get these other 10 things and all this shit's paid off and you can finally do that. That is not when the dream is. The dream is now. Like, get used to living the dream right now. Otherwise, life is just going to suck. And maybe there's healing that needs to be done. And that's definitely always the case. As it arises, then we address it and heal it, or face it and shed it. Whatever it is, if it's a shadow or if it's triggers, we look at it, we face it and deal with it head on, move through it. With fears, move through them, do them immediately so that you don't put them off. I mean, just like the AirPods, I mean, it's not even a fear, but it's just this weird thing where it's like, oh, it's going to be this old rigmarole to go in there, and then you have to walk to the back to get the new AirPods, and then you have to take them up to the front, and then they have 10 people that want to do 8 different things in 4 directions, and it can't just do it really simple. And so because my mind went through all of that mental ridiculosity, it's like I waited over the 30 days to return them. And so then it was this, I made it happen, and they returned them for me. But it was, this whole production of pushing buttons in the computer, and literally, like, I think 5 people or 6 people it took. I just got to stand there, so I just didn't even fret. I knew Spirit had my back, and I was getting AirPods that actually work and function. Third pair is a charm. My first pair lasted 2 years and they were amazing. So I think these guys were like sitting on a shelf. Lithium batteries don't do well sitting on a shelf, so they really need to be used. So and third pair, really hoping that these work. But anyways, it's like that, just putting it off. It's like, oh, okay, now putting it off. And the thing is like, I don't even have to walk to the back. I can just say, hey, will you call them to bring up a pair, because they have to bring them up, security, whatever. So it's like, I don't even have to go to the back. I don't even have to chase anybody down. It's like, just ask for the help you need, ask for the assistance, like assume the best, really out picture what you want to create and out picture the best. This is amazing energy, and it can have some of the mental too muchness. And so it's about mindset. It's the number one most important thing on this soul mission, is because if you don't have it, it's going to do you in, and it's going to prevent you from being really at the highest level of your capabilities. So we have parrot spirit, watch your words. So it's really about mind. I've been talking about that a lot because a lot of people I know, my own mind is more activated right now. So I'm having to pull in all my tools and to use them, and to use tools that maybe I don't use all the time. And it's like, nope, okay, I'm going to repeat the thoughts that I believe that I'm working to believe all day long, or for a couple hours a day when my mind's particularly trying to go down some dark alleyways. Nope, we're not doing that. Just repeat as I drive. Like driving, the mind wants to think, well, if it's not going to be creative, then I'm going to give it something to do. You are in control of your mind. So I have to go back to tools that I don't have to necessarily use regularly, but it's really about watching your words, watch what you're creating, because you're creating your experience of life. People are always like, you're creating the manifestation in the world. Well, there's some nuances to that. What you're creating is your experience of what's happening in the world. So you're going to experience it like you're thinking that if you think it's shitty, you're going to be experiencing it as shitty. And so it's like, no, this is the world. There's just facts. And my mind has all these stories, and those aren't stories that help me. They don't serve me. They're not true. So I'm not going to go there. Butterfly spirit, that there is transformation happening. And so in areas of our life, there's a lot of beauty and a lot of healing. Like, you don't even have to do anything and things are going to be healed. But the more you do, the more you evolve in this life, and the more you do what you came here to do, which is not to just be in this 3D world. Like, so many people are just in this 3D world, like, and there's a time for that. And it's not that that's not needed at times in our life, or in certain phases or areas, but it's not all the time to just be floating and scattered and not on mission. Like, we have important work we need to do to help other people rise out of the darkness, out of the shadow, so that we can outpicture the world we really want to create. It's be bold and fearless, take risks, because it's when you face the fear that you realize that there was no monsters under the bed at all. It was literally all in the mind. Like, these 3 cards are perfect. It's like literally just in the mind. The mind creates the monsters under the bed. So we really want to use our mind to benefit us. Make the mind a benefic. The mind is supposed to follow the heart. Don't let the mind be a malefic to you. So we have Jenna, she who calms, stillness, purity, quiet. It's a perfect Taurus card. You can't see it very well just because my lighting sucks, but it's the perfect Taurus card. And she has an owl, which is seeing through the darkness. It's very much about seeing through deception, seeing through lies, understanding the ego can't tell truth from falsehood. So it's seeing with the inner eyes, with the senses. If you realize plants have the same sensory receptors that our eyes do, so in a way, they have eyes all over their beingness, their treeness, their flowerness. So their whole body is seeing us and understands that we are divinity, and so are they, and understands this whole interconnectedness. That's why we're so nourished by plants in the wild and the wilderness. And so it's like, be in that stillness of the Taurus. Like, Taurus isn't fretting about the garden. Taurus is just like, yeah, we just tilled the soil, now we just plant the seeds, now we just cover the seeds up, now we just add water, now we just check to see if it's rained enough, and then we get the hose out. If not, like, okay, it's like, oh, well, there's more plants. If those plants die, or the bunnies eat all of the flowers off the green beans, then we'll plant some more, and we still have time in the season. Or we have all these plants that grew, like, we made sure to plant a bunch of plants so that we have something no matter what. Let me shuffle these more. So be in that higher octave of all of the planetary energies. This wants to come forward. Audaz, like audacious, audaz, I don't know, whatever. She who resists, fearless, justified resistance. So the resistance could be the resistance that comes up that's actually fear. And we want to actually use a somatic exercise and release it, because it will put us in hesitation mode, not taking action. With this Mars Saturn energy, you could not take action on your mission because of all of the energies and the emotions that you're feeling. So be aware of that and just focus on one little building step at a time. Taurus North Node, that's where we're going. But what she's saying is resist the mind being ridiculous and taking you off mission. Resist not handling your emotions and feeling your emotions. Resist like wanting to escape and just check out. Like, you're needed. Like, there's a responsibility that comes with being awakened. And the reason why you go through so much is because you're held to a higher standard, because Spirit doesn't want any more Hitlers. The Spirit doesn't want any more megalomaniacs. Like, we're all needed, and your soul mission matters. Like, you matter so much. We have Taraz, she who is present. So being in this wild present tense, and not being in the future fretting, and not being in wistfulness for what isn't, and really being like, what's here right now. I hear a lot of people talk about all the problems, but it's like you're keeping that problem going in your mind as if it's a problem, instead of finding a solution and being in the moment and realizing that it's like, no, I'm in the solution. The solution is right now, I'm in it. And just having a magical day. We have Nemesis, she who avenges. So it's like avenging, it's like divine justice. It's avenging the darkness that have taken over people's hearts, and everyone's fighting the shadow, everyone's fighting each other, when it's really the demons inside, it's the triggers inside, it's the weird karmic stuff that, like, we don't even know what the fuck it is. Like, seriously, there's something I'm dealing with right now. I'm just like, I don't even know what the fuck it, like, how do I even get at it? But like, that's why I do coaching, like, that's why I do that work. And you end up getting to it and you end up unraveling it, but we don't always get to have a conscious name for it. We just end up healing it, which is amazing, and that's what's so magical about this work. So if you don't know, the Light Goddess podcast is 6 days a week, and I'm going to put the link below for Light Goddess, which is our Divine Feminine Sisterhood. It is going to be the first full moon ceremony, August 11th. The doors open August 5th, and all the login details will be sent to you before that. So it's going to be so powerful. It is a sisterhood where monthly there will be dance jams and astrology jams, and there will be a book club with this very particular book for women that is like what we didn't get as women and what so many of us are untangling within us. There's going to be so much good stuff. We're going to have full moon ceremonies. We're going to have connection calls so you can actually connect with each other to see how you can make friends and sisterhood, so we can support each other and be the resource that we need to be on this journey, supporting our soul missions forward. Like, we need to be around people who are doing the same things, who are on mission, and who are facing their shadow and dealing with their stuff, so that we're not alone in this, and also so that we're a resource to each other. So it's really powerful. It's only $44 for the rest of the year, and it's just going to be a powerful sisterhood. It was on Facebook, but I wanted to get us off of Facebook and have a sacred container that's really truly ours. So you can sign up now, and I'll put the link below in this video. If you want an astrology reading with me, you can do that at thegoddessastrologer.com by clicking the green button at the top of the page. And I do the sun sign horoscopes every Monday. They're up for this week on the Light Goddess podcast. It is 6 days a week. It is all free. It's not a membership. It's free. It's free to support you, to nurture you, to uplift you. I swear, with their 330 episodes, you're going to find stuff to help you on this path, stuff you've been dealing with. I promise you, it will help you so much. Please subscribe to this channel so we can get a better URL going. Please subscribe and share this with other women so they can find it, so that they can get the help they need and the inspiration and the encouragement to stay on the journey. You can screenshot it, you can text it, put it on your social media, share it, but please share this video and help people find this inspiring podcast. This is daily Astro Intuitives, and everything is the Light Goddess. Some people think that that's me. I'm the Goddess Astrologer. The Light Goddess is you. It's all of us women who are anchoring the divine feminine light. It's all of us women who are helping humanity move from fear consciousness into love consciousness. So it is you, Goddess. And this is such a magical time. We really get to live the dream. It really gets to be playful. A really good episode called, it's 275, called It Gets to Be Playful. So check that out on the podcast, iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, all the places. Sending you so much love. I'll talk to you tomorrow.